Bellamy on how he ended up threatening to smash Riise with golf club. Craig Bellamy has shed more light on his infamous bust-up with former Liverpool teammate John Arne Riise 15 years ago. The pair both scored for the Merseyside Giants in a famous 2-1 victory over Barcelona at the Nou Camp in 2007, but the duo were involved in an ugly incident prior to the match. Rafa Benitez's Liverpool were in Portugal in the build-up to their showdown with the Catalan Giants in the Champions League, and the manager let players enjoy a meal out together on their last night. Bellamy and Riise's confrontation is well documented, and Bellamy's golf swing celebration in the European clash is hard to forget, but now the former striker has given more insight into the heated scuffle. "Hey, Riise pushed me a couple of times and I thought, where do I go with this? We played golf in the morning with each other, and he was cheating," Bellamy told the Central Club. "Robbie Fowler was playing with us, and I said to Robbie, he's cheating, you know. Because I'd seen the ball go in the lake, he's picked one up and gone, oh, I've found it. We had a Christmas do, and he didn't go. He said he had to go to Norway, but we found out he didn't got to Norway, he just didn't want to go on a Christmas do, so he had to pay a fine. He had to sing a song as part of his fine. So I was like, you've got to sing, but he was refusing, so my head was like, I've had enough of you, no you're singing. He sort of came back at me like, no I ain't signing, now F mind your own business. I let it go. I was with Sami Hypia, because we have the same agent, and he was like, just leave it." Liverpool were staying at Barrington's Golf and Spa Hotel in an exclusive resort called Vale do Lobo in the Algarve before heading to play Barcelona in the last 16 of the Champions League. Captain Steven Gerrard had booked a private room at Monty's restaurant and bar, complete with a karaoke machine. Liverpool's trainers and managers weren't around, which meant the players were allowed to have a couple of drinks. However, tensions spoiled over. You know when it's just chewing away at you, and with drink as well. So he went. I remember staying behind in me and Steve Finnan were going back to our room, Bellamy continued. And I was like, I'm not having this, I'm not accepting what he done there. So I got my club, went to his room, knocked the door. Daniel Agger's sharing with him. Riise put it on the latch because he thinks it's Daniel Agger. So I opened the door, roll in, he's in bed, I smacked him across the legs and said, you ever speak to me like that in front of anyone, I will put this round your head. That was it. It was a little bit more talking. Bellamy was forced to apologize and pay an £80,000 fine. Other players also got into trouble that night, including goalkeeper Jerzy Dudek, who was bundled into the back of a police car in handcuffs. Although Liverpool went behind early in their match with Barcelona, it was Bellamy who got them back into it with a goal just before half-time. He celebrated by running to the corner flag and making a swinging motion, as if with a golf club. Bellamy was involved again for Liverpool's winning goal when he picked a pass to none other than Riise, who was able to turn the ball into the net with his wrong foot. Bellamy ran and jumped on Riise in an embrace as they wildly celebrated taking the lead. A few years ago, Riise told his version of events in his autobiography, Running Man, claiming Bellamy was out to hurt him. Bellamy raised the club over his head and swung as hard as he could. He tried to hit my shins, which would have ended my career, but I managed to pull my leg away in time, Riise said. He raised the club and swung again. This time he connected. Full force on my hip. I was so pumped with adrenaline that I didn't feel the pain, but he hit me hard. It was an iron. The next blow smashed into my thigh. I tried to hold up the sheet, but he continued to strike. He could seriously injure me. Bellamy has slammed Riise's description of what happened in the hotel room as bull, but regrets his actions. It was all bull, honest to God. I can understand him being half asleep, and then the shock, I can understand that, he added on the Central Club. And listen, this is not a proud moment, I'd love to take that back, it was stupid, beyond stupid. The best thing about it, the media were like, I told people I was going to do if I scored, people put a bet on it. But 1, I didn't know I was playing until an hour before kickoff because you never did with Rafa, and 2, do you honestly think I'm that naive to think I'm going to score at the Nou Camp? It was nuts how the game worked out, I scored and he scored the winner. Bellamy's golf swing celebration did cost bookmakers William Hill upwards of £50,000. After offering odds of 101 that the striker would make light of his recent fracas, the bookies were hit with a flood of bets.